Hi Crypto Peeps, hope you're doing well today, and today's date is 9th of November 2022, and what a crazy 24 hours we've had. So I'm going to get straight to the news this week, and to be honest, the news is just going to be all on one subject this week, because it's big, and it's affecting all of us. Essentially, what's happened out there in the great ecosphere, which is crypto world, is that one billionaire got pissed off with another billionaire over Twitter. They disputed a few things, had a few twits back and forth, and the crypto world has exploded because of it. So let's have a look at this and see how it affects you, because cryptos went down around about $4,000 yesterday, 3-4 grand for Bitcoin, from 21ish or around about 20,800 to around about 17,700. And I don't think we're there yet. I think, we're going to see some fallout from this from several weeks or even months to come. Big fallout. So we're going to concentrate on this. Let's get straight to it. So the first thing here on the street, crypto billionaire Bankman-Fried loses his entire fortune in one day. The 30-year-old billionaire was forced to sell his crypto firm on November 8th to a major rival due to a cash crisis. The young 30-year-old billionaire was just before that day considered the tutelary figure of the crypto sphere, a sort of godfather to turn to when things go wrong. He owed this image to his tour de force during the summer to bail out and save crypto firms struggling due to a credit crunch caused by the sudden collapse of Luna and UST. Goes on to say here, SBF, as he is nicknamed in the crypto industry, has through his firm FTX Ventures embarked on an acquisition spree and bailouts of struggling crypto firms to avoid a collapse in the sector. He gave credit facilities to lenders like Voyager Digital, BlockFi, and acquired a significant 7.6% stake in Robinhood. More recently, SBF concluded a deal with Anthony Scaramucci, who was ever so briefly the White House Director of Communications under Donald Trump. FTX Ventures would acquire 30% of Skybridge Capital, the alternative investment company founded by Scaramucci. And then it goes on to say here, on the morning of November the 8th, Bloomberg Billionaires Index estimated SBF's fortune to be $15.6 billion. Wow, that's great. The stake in the popular trading firm was valued at $761 million. That's we're talking about Robinhood there. And on the morning of November 8th, his 55% stake in FTX was worth $6.2 billion. But all this was shattered on November 8th when Bankman-Fried announced on Twitter that his empire was going to be bought by great rival Changpeng Zhao and his company Binance. As a result, SBF's wealth melted and he was no longer valued by Bloomberg Billion Index of $1 billion. And at the end of the day, on November 8th, looks like he's left. So he left the bailout of FTX and Alameda will melt shareholder shares, leaving the two companies worth just $1. This leaves SBF with the stake in Robinhood. But this is also diminished as the shares of his company were also liquidated after the FTX Binance bomb. His stake is now worth $618 million there, so he's not exactly poor, but let's be honest, that's a terrible amount of money there. So that's the news on that one, and we're going to follow it because this news is everywhere today. This is on the business here. Sam Bankman-Fried no longer a billionaire after he lost $14.6 billion overnight. The FTX CEO lost an estimated $14.6 billion, nearly 94% of his total wealth, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. So, FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried has vanished from the Billionaires Index after his estimated personal wealth plummeted by 94% to only $991.5 million. As you guys know, he's nearly got $1 billion, but to lose that much in a day is just absolute bonkers. So Binance CEO announced on Tuesday that he had inked a provisional agreement to acquire FTX after concerns mounted about the Bahamas-based exchange's apparent insolvency, leading to a showdown in withdrawals and a freefall in the price of FTX native token.
Before his company Cash Crunch, Bankman-Fried was worth an estimated $15.2 billion, but according to Bloomberg, 14.6 was wiped out overnight. So there's more details on that one there. I recommend you guys please read these links. What we do, I'm only reading little snippets here for you guys. The main news is down below, so please follow this. And also the videos as well, because the videos are great content for research nowadays. So another one here on money control. Binance FTX saga will have ripple effect on regulation, hiring, confidence, and Indian crypto founders. So they go on to say here, the proposed Binance FTX deal is expected to have a global impact, including in India, with industry players. Money control spoke with anticipating that the development will exacerbate the bear market and have an influence on regulation, hiring, and industry confidence. As I said earlier before we started this, that I think that we're going to see effects of this ripple right down for the year or more, because we know all the major economies of the world, they're going through problems of their own at the moment. They're failing. We know through the details that we talked to you at CryptoViewing that we're seeing a transition from one state of monetary system to another. And that should involve cryptos in some way, but, they will try to force CBDCs upon us. But, we were in a crypto winter as it was, and this has just exasperated that crypto winter. So please keep that in mind in everything you're doing out there. To be honest, if you've got a bit of money, it may be a good time for some of you to invest. Of course, this isn't financial advice in any way. But, as the prices plummet, and I expect them to plummet a little bit more, you might see some good sell opportunities out there. So keep that in mind as well. But also bear in mind that it's, we were in a winter. Now I'd say we're in an absolute deep freeze here. This is the Antarctic here. So moving on to Finbo, and they're detailing it as well. The crypto market bleeds out $100 billion in FTX drama aftermath. After the developments surrounding one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges sent shockwaves across the crypto sector, most of its participants continue to count their losses, with the market as a whole losing tens of billions of dollars. As it happened, the carnage following the FTX drama has inflicted a grievous wound to crypto market cap, bleeding it by more than $100 billion in a day. The global crypto market has dropped from $983 billion to $880 billion during the previous 24 hours, which means it lost $103 billion or more during this period and $110 billion across the week. There's a chart there for you on that, and there's some more details for you on that as well, so have a look at this. It's going to affect all of us, as I said. The insider here, how crypto giant Binance came to bail out its biggest rival, FTX, days after their billionaire founders got into a very public spat on Twitter. So please, you guys, stay away from Twitter and some resources, because, it does cause you to do things online which you regret. Sang Bankman-Fried, I bet he regrets having that spat now on Twitter and seeing what's happened. So have a look at that one as well. That's a video there, and it'd be on a paywall for you to have a look at that in more detail. Here we have Crypto World here on CNBC. That's a great video as well. FTX Binance deal is the most dramatic in crypto's history. So have a look at that one. That's a great resource. Now we're going to look to the videos here as well. I'm going to keep this short this week because it's all about this at the moment, because there is no other news other than this at the moment. This is a huge problem for us. So have a look on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, get on TikTok. This is just me doing a search for FTX here, as you can see, and there are huge amounts of videos explaining what's happened and the background behind it. TikTok is an amazing resource. I'll load more up here for a second. It's an amazing resource for you looking for crypto and other related information. Don't take it all to heart, but use it as you should in all information. You should assess it in context and with other sources of information, and make up your own mind. But please have a look at TikTok. It's a great resource of videos and information for you on cryptos. Next here we got a video, and this is CNBC television. The FTX token plunges as Binance steps in to buy the crypto exchange's non-US unit. So that goes on for around about 11 minutes. If you want a quick bite to just see what the situation is here and be updated, that's a good one for you there. The next one here is on Bloomberg Technology. Coinbase CEO on Binance buying FTX. So that's a good one to look at as well. Again, that's another 11-minute video.
So that's it for this week. It's all around FTX and, what the fuck, FTX. It's completely crushed the market. We're going to see ripples for this for months, maybe even years to come. We're just all holding on in there at the moment, and let's see what develops. So be careful out there, everyone. Do your research, be careful. And thank you for supporting us on CryptoViewing. It's great that we can have these conversations. There's fantastic conversations on our forums, so go join in. That's it for this week. Be careful out there. Take care.